this is where it ends, right?
My camera fell off.
Oh.
Yeah, just give a little bump up over that hill. You shouldn't have no problem with that.
First run in her. The objective of this thing is to turn this into an off-road animal, but as with anything, the first thing you want to do is check it out and see what it is as it is. Obviously, this is not an off-road machine. This is two-wheel drive, low. I think there's like 7-8 inches between the exhaust pipe and the ground at its lowest point. But here in Canada we get these wonderful long pole lines, and she's doing actually pretty good. At least in here I can actually trounce on her and see what find the little flaws with her that don't show up on the road as much. So it's a beautiful day. It's -7 here. We're going into spring in about another month. So things are kind of in that area where it's few thaws have stiffened the snow up, or melted it, and then it freezing has stiffened it up. And she's actually cruising along here pretty good. So we're gonna go in here. There's a lot of people have this strange thing about bringing old into cut lines here and they burn them. And it's a major nuisance to our trail riders and everyone who wants to enjoy the outdoors. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna see if we can grab a hold of a couple of them and drag them up out of the woods, the local scrap yards to come and get. So thanks for coming along with us. We'll see you there. One of the things I wanted to test when I took the truck in here was I wanted to see what the side loading capabilities were like on a single boom. My original design was similar to a Holmes 880 with split booms, and this setup has a single boom obviously and directs the cables through pulleys that can rotate to follow the direction of the pull. So I wanted to see if the deflection of the boom was, if it was a viable option side pulling with this unit. Based on what I found when I done this test, I'm probably going to need to put side pullers on it. Determination is yet to be made if I'm going to go with a single that can be directed to either side, or a winch unit on each side. I'm thinking it's going to be on both sides, just so you can attach one to a fixed point and then pull with the other. It takes the traction of the tires completely out of the equation then, so we'll see where that goes. Once we had the wreck pulled out of the ice and out live, we needed to bend the thing straight enough that we could actually tow it back to where we were dropping it for the local scrapyard to pick up. So I got a hold of it with both winches and used the two cables to rotate it. And Morgan's Outdoors grabbed hold of the back with his winch and started stretching the frame back to a semi-straight state. We used the 2 winches on the wrecker to our advantage and rolled the chassis. Being able to have a hold of it with two winches is a huge advantage in this situation. So well, the old girl's first successful wreck, first successful pull. I must say she's definitely exceeded expectations in what she's done. There's still a lot to go, but at least I know we got something here to start with. And one of those weird people. I feel each machine has its own personality, and this old girl's shown that she's got a good one. Well, folks, when you go camping with Morgan's Outdoors,
you gotta have a feed on fire. That's just part of the outdoors part.
well, the boys knows how to do it well. Tom and Rachel, they puts it on right. Well, folks, thanks for watching. This is just the beginning of this build. So if you've got any interest in rebuilding an old truck or bringing anything back to life, we're going to be building this truck on this channel and sharing everything that I can with you folks so that you can see what's involved. If you got any thoughts or questions or ideas, drop them in the comments. Love to hear from you. And if you want to see how this thing evolves, make sure to subscribe and have yourselves a good day.